I'm literally in transition of streaming my live video here on Facebook while I am speaking with you on TikTok. And thank you so much for joining me here. Okay, let me set myself up. Great, 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 great. So, if you are here, right, you're just checking in and you're just maybe a bit curious about, what people are doing out there. And I'm here to just share with you my story about transformation, right? About being in tune with your environment and your setting and challenges and things that you're going through in life, but being so centered and grounded in some very important helpful practices of self-awareness, resilience, and personal development ultimately. And there's no better time than now, of course, it's the start of a new year, to recognize that and to build on that, to build your skills around positive mindset, around personal development, and around making yourself a priority. Okay? So if you're here on Facebook, then go ahead and look in the comments because I'm going to be placing the presentation here in the comments, as well as your very own list of 7 affirmations, positive affirmations that you can kind of just take with you and use throughout, your day and then throughout your new year. Okay, so I'm gonna start here with this. Wait, no. I'm hoping that you can just pull it. I'm going to put the link here in the comments. Hopefully you can just pull it from there because this is this new presentation model that I'm using. It's an app. It's phenomenal. You guys, it is just phenomenal. So when you start to look in it, let me know in the comments if you're looking at it right now or if you look at it later, just how useful it is. Do you find the information helpful? Is the layout in the format of my presentation helpful as well? And the choices that I've used in words and images, do they describe and portray the message that I'm trying to come across with? Just go ahead and leave it in there. So I'm Ilima Hong, and I'm here on Facebook, TikTok, Instagram, and I have my message about passive income and about positivity. But as I proceeded through this online business of mine, I just started to be more thoughtful and intentional in my message. And I also used a lot of metrics and analytics. I learned how to do that, and then I started to look back at my videos and my messaging out to all of you. And I found that most of my videos were more popular when I talked about wellness, when I talked about energy, when I talked about letting go and empowering yourself to take back the confidence and take back control. Even with the challenges that you face. I shared my story a number of times about how I was just run over with a challenge in life, particularly around my employment. And I had to decide, for myself. I had to decide, okay, am I just going to lay down and let the train of life run over me? Or am I going to regroup, and sort of use many of those practices that I learned, okay? And that I was already taking part in. How did I hone in on that, dig in deeper? And hi, Gwen. Hi, thank you for joining. When I was faced with a challenge in life, right, around my employment, and things were going to change abruptly without my input, was I going to just, let that happen? Okay, I take that back. You certainly can let it happen, because I learned with my practices around positive mindset, I learned that I have no role in stopping what's happening to me in life. Okay, I have no role when other people are in charge of making a decision around my employment, or around my job or my position, if other people have to make those decisions, I don't have a say in it and I can't reverse it. Okay? So I came to grips and to terms with that. And of course, I regrouped. And so I'm presenting today just sort of the power of words, how words have such a significant role in your life and ability to pivot, ability for you to recenter and understand that you have everything you need to be successful, to thrive, to be the best version of yourself. You just have to learn some of those little practices and key tips, which I share. Okay? So in 2023, I'm launching out into the social media world, into all of my friends here on social media to share with you those practices. Okay? It helped me. It helped me recover. It has centered me. It sort of created like this, it lifted this incredible weight off of my shoulders and my back that I was carrying around, overly caring about what people thought of me, overly planning, anticipating and planning and what is it called? Not foraging, but sort of like forward thinking, all of these things and activities and aspects of my life and my family's life. I did so much of that I didn't stay in the present, right? I missed so much of the important and critical aspects around just being here today at the very moment. So with those practices, I learned how to be in the moment, right? And to not worry so much and over plan so much about what's in the future. Okay? If this is helpful, then go ahead and give me a wave on Facebook, give me a star, go ahead and give me a sticker that is resonating with you, right? And that you could potentially gain from some of that information. Okay, so I'll just start my presentation. So I'm presenting today on Facebook, but here I'm sharing with TikTok, right? Conquering stress and anxiety and the 3 words to live by. Right? So there's 3 words to live by. Just keep going here. The power of words, right? The 3 words are focus, relax, and accept. Okay? Focus, relax, and accept are 3 powerful words that I used when I found myself facing an abrupt change in my employment and in my life. Okay, so the power of words. Words can be an immense power in our lives in the way we think and feel. And these 3 words that I had just mentioned are the ones I'm going to describe further. They are focus, relax, and accept. So focus, right? The first word. Why does the word focus help you overcome anxiety or stress, right? How do you even focus when you are just feeling bombarded and overwhelmed by what's going on around you, okay? Of course, it's about being mindful, all right? It's about just sort of blocking out the unnecessary noise around you and cueing in on just what matters the most, right? What are your priorities? What is most important just at the very moment, okay? Not what's happening tomorrow, not what's going to happen in a week, in a year, okay? Those are times you certainly can plan for the future. I'm all about that too. But when you are feeling the stress of challenges in life, or maybe feeling like you're out of control, or maybe feeling like things are happening that you are not happy with, that's not the time to plan for the future, okay? You are already feeling the tension and emotions, heightened emotions around the challenge in front of you, and it doesn't serve you to start thinking about, well, in a year from now, this will be over and I'll be able to do this and that. No. What you have to do at the very second that that's creeping up on you and that tension is creeping up on you is to, of course, breathe, try to stay in the moment and try to focus just on what's going on in front of you. Okay, so there's three ways, right, to be mindful, ultimately to focus, right? There's many ways, but the three that I share with you here is one, pay attention to your breath, okay, to your breathing, right? Focus on your breath. Focusing on your breath is one way to practice mindfulness, and this can assist you in bringing your focus to the present moment, right? And becoming more aware of your thoughts and your feelings. You take in very slow and deeper breaths and exhale them at a count, maybe at a count of 8 or an count of 10. And it just starts to, well, of course, relax yourself, but it feeds that extra breath and leaving it in your body and exhaling it slowly sort of assists in the vagus nerve. You're going to learn about that more. The vagus nerve is sort of our fight or flight nervous system, and we engage that nervous system when we allow the stress and the challenges around us to trigger us, right? For us to be reactive because we have to fight it or we have to flee from it. That's not what's happening. Okay, I'm not talking about real physical threats that are in your way. I'm just talking about more of the mental and emotional threats that come with stress, and how do you interact with it. Okay, a second thing to be mindful is to notice and acknowledge your thoughts and your feelings, right? Just like I had just said, how I segued into this was that those emotions and those thoughts of stress are really occurring, okay? I'm not trying to paint this picture like that doesn't exist, right? It's like I'm not going to sweep any of your emotions or my emotions under the rug. They're real. They're really happening, okay, for you? I'll just say hi to some of you here. Hi there. Hi, Job. Hi, Cellbone. That's so funny. I'm just talking here with my Facebook group as well as all of you on TikTok about how you can manage your stress, but there are some very key practices that you can do to manage that, and I'm talking about being mindful right now. The first way to be mindful is to pay attention to your breath. The second way is to notice and acknowledge the emotions that you're feeling, right? They're real. Paying attention to your thoughts and your feelings as they arise without judgment, right? They're just there. They're not good or bad, honestly. Okay? That's how you just are mindful. That's how you are just present. Okay? And this entails acknowledging, accepting your thoughts and feelings without attempting to change or dismiss them. Right? The sooner you are able to do that, they flow. Okay? And you become this energy, we're all energy, then your energy stays at a very positive level. It doesn't get affected or reactive to negativity. And the third way that you can create mindfulness or be mindful is to engage in your senses, right? Pay attention to your senses in order to incorporate mindfulness in your day. It's a simple task of, smelling your coffee, tasting your food, being intentional with that, listening, noticing sounds of the birds or the sound of the wind, or recognizing, again, like I had mentioned, we're all energy, so all of that is existing. It's all in your surrounding. And the more you are attuned to your senses, it helps you stay right here, okay, in the moment. Okay, the second word I use to overcome the stress and anxiety of just the life is relaxation, right? Relaxation. I refer to this word to remind me to help and manage my stress. I refer to this word. It's about taking a step back and allowing your body and your mind to rest, right? To be at ease. All right. Now, I know you might be thinking, well, how do you do that when you are you're in this stressful situation and being challenged? How do you relax? Okay, you have to do the first two words first, as well, right? The first word was focus, and now you can relax, okay? And the third word, actually, these words don't need to necessarily be in this order, but I find that even the third word could help you with the word relax. So the third word is accept. Okay, how many of us really do accept that things are happening, right? Or is your gut reaction to try to prevent it or try to influence it and change it? Or are you just trying to resist it, right? All of those are words that actually prevent you from navigating through stress and challenges, okay? By resisting, by preventing, by trying to change it, you actually add more stress onto you, because ultimately when you come to the point where you realize that you don't have control over some of these things in your environment, once you accept that, you really elevate to a level of acknowledging that things are just happening around you. They're not good things, they're not bad things. Of course, we love the idea of things being good. Yeah, we love that. Oh, I love that. Things are good, things are happening, they're good for me. But when you come to the point where you can really breathe, relax, focus, and then ultimately accept, then everything that is happening around you is just happening. Okay? It's just flowing, right? So it rains today and you had a big outing to do outside, right? That's bad, right? We always think of that. That's bad. We're not going to be able to do what we wanted to do. Okay? But it just happened. It didn't happen to just personally to you. Don't take offense to the sky opening up and giving you water, right? When you wanted to be outdoors doing something. It's just happening, guys. Okay? So accept it and move through it and move on. 3 ways to accept what you can't control in life, right? Of course, number 1, be mindful. We just chatted about that. So just being mindful, focusing on the present moment, and understanding that it's not a personal thing against you, right? If these are challenges around you, is it really a personal attack on you, or is it just happening? Okay? Determine what you can control, because we can't control everything. But there are certain things we can control, which are our thoughts, our emotions, and our own actions, or how we respond to things that are challenging. You have control over those things. Ultimately, you have control over your life. The next thing is to get support, right? It could be a friend, somebody with a kind ear and opportunity to listen to you and really understand your feelings around this, and maybe even assist you in your transformation, your ability to recognize what you have control over and what you don't, and ultimately accept it. Okay? I'm here to share this story because I went through these steps. I had to. I was in a very stressful situation and it changed my life. I'm completely able now to accept, to let go of things that I can't have control over. And doing that provides so much, doing that alone provides just incredible freedom and a feeling of levity, elevation, and ability to just kind of interact with the world in a better partnership, in a better voice, in a better relationship. Then you're just going to find balance, right? That's happening for you, and then you're just going to find balance in all that you do. The balance will come from the fact that you accept that challenges are all around you. The fact that you just acknowledge your emotions as you feel them, and then they just move through, right? All of that is balance for you. Finding balance is going to take time as well, right? You could have achieved this sort of ability to let go and acknowledge these words and have better confidence and control in one situation, and then another situation you're triggered and you actually flop, that all of those strategies are just null, and so it's just a work in process, a work in progress. The power of words, right? Now, these are words that we think, we speak, and we feel. Okay? And that's why choosing your words is incredibly important, right? The unspoken words are your thoughts, right? And these can be very powerful in either keeping you stuck or feeling, or versus, keeping you stuck in a situation or giving you a sense of control. So the words we choose to say to ourselves, to think to ourselves, to speak out loud to others have that powerful impact on us. It can be either one where we feel stuck, we feel a victim, we feel stressful, or it could be another experience for us where we are liberated, where we are elevated, where we feel much lighter in a situation and not so weighed down by the stress. So as I'm just talking about these three things, right? The three words were focus, relax, and accept, right? And there's so much to cover around each of those individual words. Like, how can I help you and support you on this journey of learning how to let go, right? There's no time. I'm telling you guys, no better time than now to learn what that is, right? In this, by sharing this message with you, I'm also sharing that I'm going to have a 3-day challenge in January. And the 3-day challenge is going to be about reclaiming that confidence and control by learning to let go. Okay? So you're going to ask me, like, it seems obvious, like, why? Well, why do I need to develop confidence and control? Like, I'm doing good here. I mean, okay, so are you really feeling good about the different, walking through your life and your relationships and your interactions with the world? Are you feeling really good? And if you are, terrific. Then you might have mastered some of these strategies already. But if you find that you're feeling yucky some days, you're apprehensive about talking to someone at work, or you're feeling a certain great way in a certain situation and someone walks in the room and it just shifts everything for you. You feel yucky, okay? You feel stressed. This is possibly because you don't have a handle or an idea about what letting go really means and what it can provide for you. And there's strategies and steps you take to learn how to do that. And I share that in the challenge. Okay? So I'm going to share that way to enter the challenge in my Facebook, in the comments, as well as in the my Facebook page and my group. And as far as on TikTok, I'll share that in some of my videos as well, right? And I'll have it actually in my link. But I'm doing this because, guys, it is so necessary. There's so many times I'm talking with friends and I'm talking with people across the screen, I'm talking within my family, and I'm seeing opportunities that could shift their thinking around a situation if they learned how to let go. If they just learned how to let that sort of play out, yeah, instead of digging in and fighting. Okay, now before I don't want to trigger anybody around this topic. In that challenge, I also start off with some really good exercises around getting to know yourself better so that you can accept these practices and you can implement them yourself. But I can't do that in this short presentation here, but for the most part, just go ahead and follow me, Ilima on Facebook, and I'll link my address there. And then on TikTok, just follow my account, because I am beginning to talk more about wellness and the practices you can do to achieve that. And wellness is such a broad topic, but I narrow it down to actual simple, actual steps that you can take. So this kind of sort of wraps up my time here on my live. I'll be finishing up soon here. If you have any questions, I'm going to post, oh shucks, where is it? Here it is. I'm going to post your free affirmations PDF in there for you to pick up for yourself. Hopefully it shows in there. Yeah. You can pick that up for yourself. Um, use it as affirmations. You can use them as journal prompts. You know, if you're a journaler, or if you just see the affirmation, you put it up in your bathroom or somewhere where you'll see it every day, and speak one of it a day. There's 7 there, and there's one for every day of the week. Be aware of how you interact with your day when you start your day off with a positive affirmation, right? 1 or 2. And I hope that helps you. Again, I'm Ilima Hong. I talk about passive income and positivity, and I do more of my lives here on Facebook. I come on Tuesday, Thursday, and Sunday, right around this time, 6:30 to 7:30 Eastern time, roughly, one of those times. And basically, I just share my message about my upcoming challenge, which is coming up in January, and building your self-confidence and your ability to see and interact with your surroundings in a more comfortable, confident way, instead of allowing the stress to really take over your day and actually ruin it. I used to allow that. Okay. Thanks so much for joining, and have a great day.